What's up, makeup minions? I'm Kim Witte from WitteArtistry, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are doing a spooky makeup today. I'm going to teach you how to create this cracked illusion makeup. So let's get into the tutorial.
A very special thank you to my featured patrons, Brad, Sheer, and Dantastic. Thank you for helping me out in such a big way. You guys are amazing. Alright, so this makeup is pretty repetitive and pretty simple, but we are going to be creating cracks all over our face, as if we were like a shattered porcelain doll. I would look up reference photos at like broken plates, broken dishes, broken porcelain dolls, and kind of base your cracks off of that. Essentially what a small crack looks like is you need to have an impact site, so where the blunt force trauma came from, and then it gradually spiderwebs out from there. And then to add more detail, you'll add little chunks that haven't quite broken off next to the hole. I wanted to have a massive hole on the side of my head and going down onto my neck, so I drew that. And then with my Wolf Skins palette, I'm going to be creating little ledges. So I wanted to create the illusion that there is depth in my skull without being gory. So I used a mid-tone brown just to create that shelf, and now I'm using a black to outline all of the cracks. Be really patient for this part. Seriously, you gotta take your time, carefully fill in all of the holes, and then trace the lines. You have the opportunity here to make lines thicker or thinner, how you please, but note that the closer the line is towards the big hole, the wider the line is going to be, and the farther away, the finer the line is going to be. So we're just filling in the big gap on the side of my neck. And by the way, guys, I apologize if the audio sounds a little funky. I am actually out of office right now, and I'm recording this on my phone, so we'll see. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it sounds okay. Continue down the lines. Going across the neck, I decided to extend the hole just so you could see more of it from the front. Here's me being a crazy person. I will be adding small little chunks later, like this one on my cheek next to my nose. And now I am adding in tiny little broken pieces. This is important, so this gives it the most realism. Add a couple of broken shards closer to the center of the hole. And basically what you do to create these is you might connect horizontally to spiderweb lines. So create like a little chunky triangle. All right, onto the highlights. You want to use the light color in that skin palette from Wolf to highlight your skin. Obviously, this will be completely dependent on your particular skin tone, what you will be using for a highlight, but I'm really white, so I use white for the highlights. Once I lay that down on the upper edge, you want to make sure you have it on the upper edge. If you put it anywhere else, you'll ruin the illusion. So put it on the upper edges of all of the cracks, and then I'm going to lightly blend it out just with a wet brush. I am using water-activated body paint for this, so it completely is activated by water and is blended out with water. But note that this is not waterproof makeup, obviously, so if you get really sweaty or you get rained on or whatever, it is going to run off. Blendy, blendy, blendy. Blendy, blendy, blendy. You've got to blend, blend, blend. So how's everybody's Halloween/October going for you? I have been working so freaking much, but it's so worth it. I'm having a blast. Blending out the highlights some more, I decided to add more of that white on the upper edges. As you can see now, the illusion is starting to become convincing, so it looks like the skin is protruding forward and the hole is receding into space. Blend it out some more. And once I blend it out, I will be going in very specific areas just with a little bit more highlight again. I will be adding more cracks to the forehead and more broken pieces just because I thought it didn't really look complete enough. Add some highlights to those too. And guys, this is a totally subjective makeup. There is no right way or wrong way to design the cracks. Any surface and any material cracks differently. So if you're trying to do broken brick, look up broken bricks. Ideally, if you have a brick, break it, and then you can have like an in-person reference, because those always turn out better than ones that you're just searching all over the internet for a good reference photo. If you're curious, what I use for my brushes is I use a mix of Mehron, Blue Squid, craft brushes just from the craft store, and Pro Art face paint brushes. Those are my fave. They're the ones that are red. with the red handles that you'll see on here occasionally. But this whole makeup is mainly done with my one size detail brushes from Wolf and also from the craft store. You gotta be really careful, really precise. Now I'm outlining the edges of the skin shelves just with a slightly darker brown tone. Adding those final highlights. Everywhere, don't forget any lines, which is really easy to do. So I actually end up giving myself just like a once over at the end just to make sure it looks to my liking. And I wanted to go more the route that this was sort of like a dead character, something like more emotional. So I will end up adding quote unquote beauty makeup, except it'll look more gross than without. So near the end, we'll be adding that. So we have my eyelids prepped and primed, and now I'm going to be using browns and grays to create a very messy looking smoky eye that makes my eyes look very sickly. So it has red tones and gray tones to make me more undead. So put that makeup in your outer crease and then feather it upward and outward. Ra-cha-cha, blendy, blendy, blendy. And I'm adding some highlights into the center. Blend that out over the eyelid. Pat it into the center. And then I'm going to add some gray into the crease and blend that out as well. You want to look nice and good and dead. If you can look nice when you're dead. I think you can. Why not? Then feather down to the lower lid. Add some more gray back into the crease. We'll just be going back and forth, adding some pigment and then blending it upward and outward. Blend with your fluffy brush. Pack on more pigment back and forth between packing on and blending. And now I'll be applying foundation just to even out everything, since it looks weird if you're only wearing concealer around your eyes. So I filled in the rest of my skin, being really careful not to mess up the illusion with foundation. And then I powdered just to set everything. And I decided to put foundation over my lips to take away the liveliness that they have. And then feathered gray over it. And ra-cha-cha, you are done. Super creepy look for Halloween. Really simple. You can have it smaller, bigger, less cracks, more cracks, whatever you want, you know, for your spooky character. I hope you guys like this. Let me know in the comments below. Love you.
Thank you guys for watching the whole video. It means so much to me. And for everyone that hits that thumbs up button, subscribes, or has been commenting and just supporting me in general, you guys are amazing. I really like doing this makeup. It was actually a pretty quick one, but it was fun to see the progress from when I'd done cracked makeups in the past or my work at the Haunt to like this now. It's just loads better, so it's really nice to see that happen. And also huge shout out to my wonderful Patreon producers. Wow! Without you guys, I couldn't create makeups like this, so thank you for funding the supplies, for funding the studio, and just funding me and having my back. It means so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.